You there! This is Dave and Jason
Hey!
from DC On Screen. It's that time again. We need help from you to grow our show. But keep listening because there's something in it for you. Give us a 5-star written review on iTunes for a chance to win a free DC trade paperback, DVD, or Blu-ray valued at $15 or less. 1 in 10 will win. The winner will be randomly selected with a number generator on random.org and announced on one of our news episodes. It's pretty simple, really.
Free stuff!
Hooray! Anyway, yeah, seriously, do that. It helps us a lot. It's, like, so good. Anyway, sit back. Enjoy this brand new episode of DC On Screen. Welcome into DC On Screen, episode 215. I'm your host, David C. Robertson. This is my co-host, Jason Goss.
Woo!
What was that?
I don't know. I really don't.
You became a pigeon.
I was just going to do like a faint woo and something happened to my throat. I don't really know what happened.
Alrighty.
I'm going to do some vocal exercises while you're doing the recap.
We're going to be getting super spoilery and talking the Flash 301 Flashpoint. To recap,
It's back!
Since saving his mother. It's back, guys. Since saving his mother from Eobard Thawne, Barry has imprisoned Thawne in an ill-defined speed dampening chamber made of glass and metal bars, and has spent the last 3 months living with his parents. That sounds kind of sad. There's a new Flash in town.
It seems so much more fun when you're watching it, right?
Right. There's a new Flash in town, Kid Flash, which is Wally, and he's working with Iris to take down crime in Central City, which just so happens to be primarily this cat named Edward Clariss, the rival. Joe's an alcoholic now, Cisco is a billionaire, Caitlin is a children's eye doctor, and Julio Mendes is the police captain.
Mm-hmm.
And Barry is losing his memories of the original timeline every time he uses his speed. With Wally on the brink of death from a battle with the rival, Barry decides he has to let Thawne kill his mother. Returning to his own time, however, Barry finds that things are not how he left them. Can I just say, when I saw Julio Mendes was the captain, I squealed.
Why?
And had to pause the show, and then I had to bury my face in a pillow and scream.
Okay, I had nothing like that reaction. Please explain.
Do you not remember Julio Mendes?
Apparently not. Blow my mind.
Remember in the 90s Flash series, the guy who was Barry's friend? Yeah.
That was him.
Yeah. Blind guy from Becker.
I don't recognize him without the giant glasses or the dreads.
Right. Well, that was him. Even Barry called him, like, I heard the voice, I was like, no. And then, like, we see him, I was like, no. And then he's like, Captain Mendes. And I was like, It was awesome.
That's fantastic.
I was like, why can't you be on the show all the time?
He was fun, even on the 90s weird version.
So anyway, yes, very happy with Captain Mendes. That's all they really needed to give me. I don't give a shit. That's it. That's all I need.
Yep.
They gave me so much more. I don't know where Eobard Thawne was using the bathroom.
The CW universe refuses to answer questions about bathrooms.
That is a thing. Well, you know, the writers and producers seem to be big fans of Star Trek, and there's always, I think that might be a reference.
Oh, the famous.
I'm hoping it's a reference.
Where's the restroom?
Where are the bathrooms? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. That might be a stretch. It might just be like they're like, I don't know, why do you need that? Oh, you don't need that.
All right.
I'm just hoping. I'm assuming that. Well, I mean, no, never mind. He was in a speed dampening. I don't know how glass and metal bars make a speed dampening chamber.
That one's a weird one.
I just don't. But I was going to be like, well, I mean, if he's a reverse Flash, which means that anything he eats, all those curly fries he's eating, if he probably doesn't even have waste. It probably just uses up every bit of every...
100% efficient.
But I was like, nope, the glass dampening chamber thing, probably, no.
No, there's not going to be... I'm just going to throw out a couple of words like, I don't know, electromagnetically activated Faraday cage.
Okay.
Throw all that together and see if it makes any sense.
I'm just saying there should be a Folgers bucket in there. That's all I'm saying.
Just something.
And I would think he would stop wearing that suit because it looks hot.
It does. I mean, maybe he's just kind of, nothing else actually under there, and he's a little ashamed. Maybe he's just a little shy.
Why would he run around naked in that thing?
Why wouldn't you? I'll tell you what, if someone ever imprisons me and holds me hostage and only brings me food once a week, I'm going to get naked intentionally, because if they're going to do that to me, they're going to have to sit there and look at my naked ass body while they do that.
Okay.
That'll be my little, I don't know, silent protest. Here's my wang. Thanks for the fries.
Hey, you know what? The last thing, if I was in prison, the last thing I think I would do is give them more things to pull off.
Oh, you make a fine point. I'm assuming a very singular prison here.
Oh, yeah.
But they did.
So, along the line.
Short of the fact that I don't know how the hell the iron bars are holding in Reverse Flash, their dialogue was fantastic.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm like, is there glass over those iron bars? What's happening?
I don't know. Faraday cage.
I did enjoy the one day soon Barry will be begging me to kill her again.
Uh-huh.
That was good.
What comment, Amy? Time.
Yeah, like I think he may have out-Thawned Thawne.
Really?
Like, yeah, I think he may have outdone Tom Cavanaugh.
Oh, yeah.
When he realizes that Barry is like losing his memory every time he uses his speed, like the way he cracked up, I was just like, "Holy shit, you're an evil son of a bitch."
I've been wondering that though. With the guy playing Thawne, did he go back and like look at the way Harrison Wells was being played?
I don't know, because I've almost forgotten it.
Yeah, I have too.
Like,
and that we're so used to Harry now that we've almost forgotten that Kavanaugh was so deeply involved. But it would have been nice if he had gone back and taken some of the aspects of Harrison Wells when he was in the chair and like worked them into his portrayal.
Yeah, he may have, but at the same time, you know, him playing Wells, he'd been pretending to be Wells for so many years. He was probably just like, you know,
I would think it would
be like
become
Wells
part of his
with,
personality
like,
at that point.
Yeah.
Like undercover cops who never quite come back the same.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, speaking of bathroom dilemmas.
Oh God. What?
So Barry finds Joe passed out on his couch and says, "I'm sorry about this, Joe." Like,
yeah.
Did he like bathe him, or did he just throw some deodorant on and change clothes?
Either way, it seems like a violation.
It seemed a little odd. I suppose he might have just like changed shirts on the guy and slipped on a suit and shoved him in the elevator. Now I did love. Remember, I have a hangover and a gun.
Mm-hmm. That was good.
We just love all versions of Joe. Lounge singer Dick Joe was fun. Best dad in the world Joe's great.
Our buddy Matthew Ryan Cronin wrote to us on Facebook. Spoiler for early Flash. I love Drunk Joe.
Drunk Joe was fantastic. And we'll probably enjoy detached from his daughter Mopey Joe just as much once we get to know him.
Mopey Joe.
Mopey Joe.
Our buddy Christopher White wrote into us about the Flash premiere. He said, overall, I loved it. There are a lot of aspects missing from the Flashpoint paradox that I was wishing were there. But I thought it was awesome how the end of the episode with Wally and Joe mirrored what happened to Barry and Joe in the very first episode. Given that they were going that route, I thought they were going to show us the finale of Season 1 from future Flash's perspective. I guess that would have actually fixed his current Sans Iris existence. When he finally does fix the timeline, do you think it will tie into the Season 1 finale? I would assume so. It better.
Well, sure, yeah.
Because I didn't see him wave at himself. Like, no, I'm
wondering.
And Roland Smoker wrote us and said he was disappointed that Eddie Thawne didn't show up.
Oh, well, he might be there now.
Yeah, he might
We only
be.
saw 3 people in the new universe. And something about the timing of this episode I'm very happy with. But, like, this is episode 1 of the CW verse, right? Like, this season. And I'm really happy if they were going to reset time, like, twice in one episode, if you include the previously on, that this happened first. Because now whatever, like, when I watched Arrow the next night, well, that's all fine, and it's reset, and we're good to go. I'm not, like, if I'd seen an episode of Arrow in between, and they tried this again, I'd have been pissed.
That's an interesting take, because Bethany and I were talking about it. Bethany was my girlfriend, for the listeners who don't know. And we were talking about how, like, we felt like it was maybe an episode short. Like, we didn't really want it to go 3 episodes for Flashpoint, but 2 would have been good.
Yeah. I think they're going to go, like, a few.
Well, I mean, Flashpoint is technically over now. Now it's just the problem that happens after.
Yeah.
Like, well, we tried to fix it, and we still didn't.
Everything's bad. I'm considering it kind of Flashpoint 1.5.
Yeah.
Because we've still got what I'll call like a Flashpoint event. He still went back, changed shit, and he shouldn't have. So
am I remembering this correctly? Is the only reason he went back to and let Thawne kill his mother was that it was just because Wally was about to die and Joe was an alcoholic? Were those the only two things? Because those were the only things I remember being bad.
like go save Wally and send him into rehab, man. We'll get this fixed, right? And
they weren't even like, hey, Wally is definitely going to die. They were like, yep, he's not good. That's not a reason to go kill your mother again, Barry.
No, I gathered, though, that it was more about the threats that Reverse Flash was making. And that laugh was pretty damning when you got to think about it. Like, what they're dealing with is, like, as Flash forgets his memories of the other universe, I thought that was kind of taking a bigger toll on him. I'm not sure if they described how much of a toll that was really taking, though.
Well, I mean, it seemed like he was pulling the old Kirk, you know? Like, he was walking around like he'd eaten some bad tacos.
Yeah. And I didn't know if that was going to be something that was a real problem for him, or if he was just going to eventually forget everything and move on. I mean, in the Flashpoint books, like his forgetting everything didn't seem to kill him. It's not like he's not inextricably tied to the memories of this universe. But it seemed to be more about the Reverse Flash saying that like everything is going to unravel. Like, he was just seeing little bits of proof that he was definitely going to lose everything.
Okay, I mean that was the implication that they were making. But he was acting sick. I don't think they actually said that out loud. That he, I know there's like the time wraiths are probably going to be coming after him.
You'd think. I mean, that's got to be a major violation, right?
I mean, he makes a replica of himself, and the time wraiths come after him.
Yeah.
He makes a time remnant. I mean,
yeah.
And now he stays 3 months in Flashpoint. Yeah. Why is he hanging around Flashpoint for 3 months without a time wraith jumping on that?
Well, maybe creating something that big is hard to hunt down if you're a wraith.
Well, either that or something. It might have been Flashpoint is a thing that had to happen.
Yeah.
Like it's part of the paradox of it. It's like it has to happen.
Oh,
anyway.
Something else I did notice, though, is like, it seemed like in the fight, when he was forgetting stuff, he was forgetting his iconic moments that built his speed up. And it did seem like he was slower as a result of it. Like, he was losing speed actively because he'd forgotten all those lessons he had learned with Harry and Harrison over the years. I guess he was never going to be the speedster he could have been if he kept forgetting everything. Oh, how much did you like the line, who wants to meet the Speed Force first?
I wrote it down.
Yeah.
I was like, how the hell does the rival know about the Speed Force? Like, just how?
And meeting it. Is there a Max Mercury out there somewhere, like, preaching?
Oh, man, don't say shit like that and get my hopes up.
Oh, why not? It'd be easy to have a church of the Speed Force here.
Yeah. I want it, though. That feels like a season 5. It does. It feels like a Sliders type of thing, like Church of the Sliders. You know?
Oh yeah,
like Church of the Speed Force type of situation.
Oh,
I'm down for it now, though. Let's do this.
I found I knew I'd written down some line that was a little bit descriptive of. All right, so Reverse Flash's threats. I think it culminated with "You go to hell. You're taking both of us there." And then the great callback. Now who's the villain, Flash?
The guy was like, spittle was flying from his mouth. Like he was chewing that scenery, buddy.
Yeah, I was digging it. Yep, I was digging it. He was doing a great job in that little box.
See, this is what happens, writers. When you make a good show, we're willing to overlook stupid shit like there being no bathroom.
Yeah.
Or glass.
Yeah.
Glass.
I mean, we'll still chat about it, but we don't care.
Dampening things. Yeah. Like, there were some genuinely disturbingly stupid things in this episode. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Wally's origin story is apparently like car based.
Right. His origin story is kind of almost like, I don't know.
It's almost too right for the kid who liked drag racing.
Yeah. Yeah. It felt like I watched an episode of Smallville.
No show. You do what you do. You do you.
I'm like, does someone jump back and look through some files of old episodes of Smallville?
Just find some hidden gems. Oh man, did you enjoy Cisco as much as I did?
Maybe. I don't know how much you enjoyed him.
I enjoyed ball and ass Cisco a lot, man. A lot. Stop bringing strangers in my lab.
I enjoyed him. He was, a little detached for Cisco, but, I know he was supposed to be a different version of Cisco. He was fun.
It was fun to watch him, make a $20 million offer on a company just on his way into work. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, he was enjoying it. But as much as I was enjoying watching him be a billionaire, and it was fun, and you could tell he was enjoying kind of playing a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
As fun as that was, I'm going to enjoy much more if we get it back to the right timeline. And Barry tells him, "Yeah, there was another timeline where you were a billionaire. I met you. You were the richest man on Earth, and you ran Star Labs, and it was all like intact." And, yeah. So. The look on Cisco's face when he realizes he could have been a billionaire.
Yeah. Well, it'll be like, "How?" And Barry will be like, "I don't know, apps." Oh, okay.
So I think you invented Star Labs and founded Star Labs and did the conductor and everything.
Oh wait, am I telling you about this? Am I telling you about this, Cisco? I don't tell you about alternate timelines with awesome chicks that can fly.
Yeah,
or
that was
anything
the one
else.
thing I was not. It seemed so inevitable that he would tell him, and I thought, well, he didn't tell him about Supergirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I know.
So I don't know what else there is to talk about with this episode. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the next one. That's pretty much the story of our experience with the Flash. It's a good show. It's fun,
yeah, and
at the very least.
Well, they always have at least one super cute moment in here, and in this one, Iris completely buys it that this is a new universe. For some reason, I don't know, she's rolling with it, and this was the extremely cute thing. He takes Iris over to meet his parents.
Oh my god!
He just wanted her to meet,
murdered me.
He just wanted the parents to actually meet the girl he's been in love with his whole life.
Yeah.
He knew they'd never remember it. He knew that it would that's not part of reality. He just wanted them to meet her one time.
Mm-hmm. Man, that scene killed
hurt.
me.
That hurt.
Like big squalling baby over here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They do that to us. The Flash. They do that to us.
But I kind of think I could have dealt with a 2-part episode with Robert Queen being alive, running around, and we might still get something like that. I don't know, but I could have dealt with it. Like kind of make your own version of the comic book with like we said, Robert Queen running around as Green Arrow and stuff. But
Right.
who knows? Maybe we'll still get it.
Right.
Anyway, I think that's it. You got anything else?
Nope. We'll have to wonder about Alchemy and Iris later.
Oh yeah, Alchemy and Clariss. Oh man.
And where the hell's Iris and all of that. Looking forward to next week. Always am.
Such a good show.
God.
Such a good show. And hopefully
Mopey
you found this to
Joe.
be a good show. Thank you for listening. We are DC On Screen. You can find every episode on DCOnScreen.com. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter under DC On Screen. We're everywhere, guys. Come, join our riotous debauch. We'll be right back with the review for Arrow 501 Legacy. And we've also got a news episode today. So until next time, keep some DC on your screen.